kind of talked about that a little bit. When you have negative exponents, let's pop this open. If you end up, let's write this down. If you end up with a negative exponent, put a 1 on top of it. So that means you send it to the bottom. Send it to the bottom of the fraction. And make the exponent positive. And we did this when we did expanded form. We could see what was on top and what was on bottom, and I'll show you an example with that extended form. Let me just show you this in terms of the rule. If my problem says a to the 3rd power divided by a to the 5th power, let's do that problem. A to the 3rd power divided by a to the 5th power, what's my answer going to be?
A to the 2nd power.
A to the negative second, right?
Yes.
So it says, if you end up with a negative exponent, put a 1 on top, send it to the bottom of the fraction. So I'm going to put a 1 on top, send this to the bottom of the fraction, and make the exponent positive, 1 over a to the 2nd. That's what that means. And now let me show you in that expanded form how that even came about. Because you can see it visually if we do it in expanded form. So over here to the left, I'm going to show you this problem, a to the 3rd divided by a to the 5th. And let's do expanded form. A to the 3rd means what on top?
3 A's.
3 A's. A times A times A. On the bottom, it means 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice we have a fraction. And when I taught you this the other day, we taught about canceling things out or making ones. So there's a set, there's a set, there's a set. What's on the bottom?
2 A's.
2 A's are on the bottom. If there is no number on top, you can always put a 1. So it really is 1 over a to the 2nd power. Do you see that visually?
Yeah.
If it's on the bottom, that's where it's supposed to be. If you end up with something left on the bottom, it's really negative in your brain. Okay? Let's try one more without long form, but that shows you why it goes to the bottom, because it ends up staying on the bottom. Let's look at this. Y to the 6th divided by y to the 17th. Without writing it out, you can picture in your mind 6 A's on top, or Y's, sorry, 6 Y's on top, 17 Y's on the bottom. How many is going to be left, and are they going to be left on the top or the bottom?
11 left on the bottom.
11, yeah. 11 of them will be left on the bottom. So that tells me I know it's going to be y to the negative 11, but I don't leave that negative. I write it 1 over y to the 11th. That's always how I write my negative exponents. Okay? Let's try these. Now, I promise you'll get better at them. If you'll flip over the back of your foldable, we have this little section that we want to try on our own. We'll check it together as a group. Try those.